Hello guys, welcome to the Selenium with Python tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to discuss in deep how to use Selenium with Python. Selenium is the most important automation framework for testers. So you can automate the test cases with web applications. Here we will discuss some brief about some questions which will come up in your mind whenever you will start Selenium. Who uses Selenium with Python? What is Selenium? Intro of Selenium 3. Selenium 3 is the latest version of Selenium, and we will discuss what are the modules contain Selenium 3. And the last question is, why Selenium with Python? Because Selenium supports several languages like Java, Ruby, Perl, Python. But why companies are looking for Python? This topic we will discuss in brief in this video. First question is, who uses Selenium with Python? What are the companies uses Selenium with Python? So first is well-known company, Microsoft uses Selenium with Python. Amazon, Google, Adobe, Mozilla, LinkedIn, Broadcom, Cisco, and many more companies are using Selenium with Python. So the next question is, what is Selenium? Selenium is a portable software testing framework for web applications. So before Selenium or before any automation framework, we are doing testing manually, and it is very difficult to perform the testing again and again. Let's say if you want to perform a repeated task, then it is very difficult for manual testing. So it is open source and ready to use. Open source means it's free and ready to use with any programming language like Python, Java, Ruby, Perl. So we will discuss in detail, but this is a brief introduction. Here I will tell you some history of Selenium. So Selenium was developed by Johnson Hawkins. He was an engineer at ThoughtWorks in 2004. And first he developed a JavaScript program named as JavaScript Test Runner. So the first name of the Selenium was JavaScript Test Runner. It is a kind of program which is written in JavaScript and it named as JavaScript Test Runner. So which allow to automate the test cases of any web application. What are the advantages of Selenium? So here I have mentioned several points. One point is frequent regression testing. So let's say if you want to do some frequent regression testing, then you can automate your test case using Selenium. Rapid feedback to developers, because testers are more important as developers. Third one is virtually unlimited iterations of test cases execution. Let's say if you want to repeat again and again test cases, it's very difficult to do manual testing. That time it is a very useful framework. Support for agile and extreme development methodology. Disciplined document of test cases. So here you can develop a HTML report and you can create a disciplined documentation of Selenium. Customized defect reporting. So here you can report the defects and bugs and you can do customization of bugs. So finding defects or bugs missed by manual testing. So sometimes it happens when you are doing manual testing, bugs can be missed. So if you are having a framework or an automation tool so that you can find it easily. So these are the advantages of Selenium. Selenium 3 is the latest version of Selenium which contains several modules and it launched on 30th October 2016. So first is Selenium IDE. What is Selenium IDE? Here we will discuss in brief. Later we will discuss how we can install it and how we can use it. So the Selenium IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, is the tool you can use to develop your Selenium test cases. So you can find out the XPath and you can exactly point out which is the functionality or which is the button or any menu bar, anything. If you want to locate, it's very easy to locate here, and even you can develop the test scenarios using Selenium IDE. So we will discuss more about Selenium IDE later. So the second one is Selenium RC. Selenium Remote Control is a test tool that allows you to write automated web applications. So let's say if you are having n number of browsers, so Mozilla, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, and lots of browsers are there. So if you want to interact with the browser in user end, so there it is useful. So functionality of Selenium Remote Control is it will interact the Selenium core, which is developed in JavaScript, and we can control n number of browsers using Selenium Remote Control. And Selenium Remote Control will be controlled by any language like Python or Java. And third one is WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver makes direct calls to the browser using each browser's native support for automation. So we can interact directly using WebDriver in Selenium with the browsers. So here you can see third-party browsers driver which is not developed by Selenium. So for Mozilla it's different, for Google Chrome it's different, Opera, Microsoft Edge driver, Ghost driver, you can see Safari and Internet Explorer and so on. Using this driver we can interact with the browser directly. The fourth one is Selenium Grid. It is capable of running diverse cases of Selenium Remote Control at the same time. So using Selenium Grid, we can automate the test cases, we can run the test cases in different browsers at the same time. Selenium Grid facilitates distribution of tests across different browsers and machines so that parallel execution of the test can be carried out. So here we are doing parallel execution so that we can save the time. That is called Selenium Grid, and we will discuss more about it later. And the last question is, why Selenium with Python? As we know, Python is general purpose programming language and simple to use. We can handle all the functionality of Selenium and WebDriver in an efficient manner. Selenium Python binding provides a simple API to write the functional tests using Selenium WebDriver. Using Selenium Python API, you can access all the functionality of Selenium WebDriver in a simple way. So using Python, you can create it as object-oriented and you can create functional tests. Because Python supports functional and object-oriented, so in next video we will discuss what are the tools we have to install for working with Selenium. Thanks for watching.